A famous Delta Force streamer wanted me to build him a PC. I quoted in 100,000 and only made 99,000 in profit. Later, a rich heiress paid me 600,000 to build her a custom motorcycle. Helpless, I only made 598,000 off her. Then Elon Musk, drawn by my reputation, saw my technology and immediately offered 200 million, begging me to build one for him. Later, top Chinese officials actually tracked me down, wanting to spend 1 billion to build a 6th-generation fighter jet. How would I dare pocket the country's money? So I gritted my teeth, decided to make a little less, rounded down the change, and just made 900 million in profit. The entire internet cursed at me, calling me a scumbag. They said I even dared to skim from the military. But the day after the military finished testing the jet, they were completely blown away. Just when everyone thought I was going to be dragged off to be executed, Commander Shen smiled, patted me on the shoulder, and said, "Stand, my boy. I've got another $5 billion aircraft carrier order here. Are you interested?" Well, since we're all friends here, I guess I can take a small hit and make a little less profit. I had just obtained the God-level engineering system, and all I wanted was to quickly get some orders. After all, only by making money from clients could I upgrade my factory. Feeling bored, I jumped into a live stream to try my luck. At that moment, the famous Delta Force streamer Ling Shu was howling at the screen. My blueprints! I was so close to the extraction point. This trash computer always lags at the worst possible moment. Otherwise, I would have carried the team all the way to the end. The viewers were roasting him in the chat. Lin Shu had just gotten wiped for 3 consecutive rounds, losing a ton of gear. Lin Shu was completely triggered. The viewers, loving the drama, spammed the chat to mock him. An entertainment streamer can only bully noobs anyway. To make things worse, the platform algorithm pushed his stream to even more people. I sent a bullet comment. "Hey Lin Shu, your PC is just too laggy. If you want a new PC, hit me up. I'll give you a massive discount." The chat immediately buzzed. Look, another spammer trying to plug their business. Need a new PC? Go to this guy. He charges 30,000 and probably pockets 28,000 of it. Ling Shu looked at the chat. Were these guys really taking him for some joke of an entertainment streamer? Listen up, you haters. This time, I'm going to find a professional tech guru to build me a PC. I'm going to show you all my true power. With that, he started browsing online shops. Suddenly, his eyes lit up. He saw a shop called God-Level Manufacturing Factory. If you can dream it, I can build it. This is the one. Lin Shu immediately clicked into my shop and left a message. I want a PC, specifically for playing Delta Force. It needs to perfectly match my lightning-fast reflexes and make me play like a top-tier pro so I can crush the elite teams and dominate the entire competitive scene. My eyes lit up the moment I saw that message. Don't you worry, boss. Anything from my shop will make you feel like a god-tier gamer. You'll be one with your gun, a straight-up god of Delta Force. Wow, Lin Shu has definitely met his match this time. One of them really knows how to talk a big game, and the other actually has the balls to accept it. 100,000. Man, this seller is really ripping him off. Behind his screen, Lin Shu saw my reply. Fine. 100,000 it is. As long as you can meet my demands, I don't care about the price. I have a professional team behind me, so don't even think about scamming me. Otherwise, I'll sue you until you're left with absolutely nothing. As for Lin Shu's threats, I wasn't panicked at all. Deal. Send me your physical exam report. Although my level 1 divine factory could only produce tier 2 civilian goods, its technology was 300 years ahead of anything on Earth. Meeting Lin Shu's demands would be a breeze. I'll just build him a god-tier machine. Besides, I still need to keep an eye on the costs. Meanwhile, the livestream chat was flooded with question marks. Why the hell do you need a physical exam report to build a PC? Lin Shu scoffed, looking down his nose with a sneer. This is what you call custom tailoring. Got it? You bunch of uncultured hillbillies. A Crow player's PC configuration is fine-tuned to match their own biological data. Now that is what I call professional. Understand? I tossed Lin Shu's physical report into the Divine Factory. The research lab immediately generated a blueprint. Lin Shu's reaction time was indeed faster than average, so the PC's overall response delay had to be under 0.8 milliseconds. But his current setup had a delay of 1.5 milliseconds. The research lab sent me the detailed hardware specifications with a refresh rate between 238 to 249 Hz and a CPU response time between 0.08 and 0.06 milliseconds. At current technological standards, this was no easy feat. But for me, it was a total piece of cake with a single thought. I found myself standing inside the factory. High-precision automated assembly lines materialized right before my eyes. With just a single thought, the machines would start running on their own. And after some testing, I discovered that time inside the factory flowed at just 1/5 of the speed of the outside world. 5 days inside the factory is equivalent to just 1 day in the real world. But what's even more mind-blowing is, while inside the factory, my mind is constantly at peak performance. I have absolutely no need to rest or recharge. I pull out the scrap second-hand computer I prepared beforehand. I bought this for 30 yuan from a scrapyard, and it's about to make me 100,000 yuan. Setup complete. Let's get straight to it. 3 days later, the computer is completely finished. The quality check stores it a 98 out of a perfect 100. Mostly because I was too lazy to perfect the minor details, so the components are a bit rough around the edges. But even so, this computer will easily last for over 10 years. It can easily run today's top AAA masterpieces at maximum settings, with an overall response latency of just 0.5 milliseconds. It completely blows the competition out of the water. I checked the time. It's just past 12 p.m. I entered the factory at 10 p.m. last night, which means only a dozen or so hours have passed in reality. I shipped the computer out via local express delivery. At 8 p.m., fans are already flooding into Lenshu's stream in massive numbers. In less than a day, this 100,000 men ultimate panoramic setup has its RGB lights on full blast. Lenshu places the package on his desk and excitedly starts unboxing it.
Guys, the new PC is finally here!
Receiving the package, Lenshu excitedly starts unboxing it live on stream. But the very next second, he's completely dumbfounded. Lenshu immediately checks the shipping label on the box with a completely bewildered look on his face.
Wait, there's no mistake here. Where the hell is my flashy custom case?
And where is my massive 350 monitor? Where did it all go? Lenshu stares at the dusty second-hand PC case inside the shipping box, and his mouth instantly starts twitching in pure disbelief. He immediately pulls out his phone. Brother Lee, I've been scammed. My 100,000 yuan is gone. Brother Lee, getting a refund is not enough. Tell me,
how many years in prison can we get this low-life scumbag?
Hahaha, the smile was on your face a second ago. So how did it suddenly transfer onto mine? Man, this hardware move is crazy slick.
Why does this computer look exactly like the ones from my elementary school 20 years ago?
Wait, isn't that literally an ancient relic? The other guy charged 30,000 and only made 28,000 in profit. But this guru charged 100,000 and dared to pocket 99,900. He probably asked for a medical report because he's afraid the buyer would pass out.
Wait, what? That little son of a bitch actually dared to scam me.
Did he really think my team is a bunch of pushovers? I don't send you behind bars today. I'll take your last name. When the streaming platform heard Lenshu got scammed out of 100,000, they took it extremely seriously. They wanted us to test this computer and push its performance to the absolute limit to determine exactly how much money you were scammed out of.
Do it. Run the damn test.
With absolute disgust, he pulled out the case that supposedly cost 100,000 and slammed it on the table. He was getting angrier by the second. He was bad. He wanted nothing more than to just walk away. But the next second, he still pressed the power button. But then, he froze. Then, he immediately shut it down and turned it back on again.
How is the boot up speed this fast? The viewers staring at the screen are completely stunned too. Holy cow, I'm not seeing things, are you?
It booted up instantly.
Even the fastest PC takes about 5 seconds, right?
Lenshu rubbed his eyes in disbelief, staring at the boot up time displayed on the screen. It said, 3.9 seconds. You have defeated 99.99% of the computers in...
This speed is absolutely insane.
3.9 seconds. That's a whole second faster than the fastest computer in the world. The software says it defeated 99.99%, but that's probably just the maximum it can display. This might literally be the fastest boot up speed in the world. Those top-tier rigs are absolutely nothing compared to this. Well, wait. Maybe it's just a trick and can't actually handle real performance tests. Maybe this piece of junk can't even get a 3-digit benchmark score.
It's probably just a useless, empty shell.
That heartless, scamming bastard. I just talked to my legal team. 10,000 yuan gets him 1 year in prison. 100,000 yuan will easily put him away for 10 years. Just wait until I finish testing this computer's performance. For every Gushin one you scammed me, I'll make sure you rot in that cell for 1 more day. Lenshu clicked the screen to download a benchmark software. If this computer was missing parts, the download speed shouldn't be this insanely fast, right? Is there some kind of catch?
Like hell, there is a catch.
I have gigabit fiber. Downloading a movie normally takes only a minute anyway. But wait, what on earth is this test result?
CPU brand.
None?
GPU brand.
None?
Gramless RAM? This is seriously a sketchy, no-name product.
Did that kid seriously build this by hand following a tutorial online? Is Lenshu actually going to use that? It'll probably explode any second now. Man, they really took saving money to a whole new level. Suddenly, the software chimed, indicating the benchmark test was complete. When he saw the results, his eyes instantly widened in disbelief.
Guys, look at this. The score is absolutely insane.
A graphics card score of 2,580,000 and 368,000 points for the hard drive, with a total score of over 7 million points, outperforming 99.99% of all computers in the world. Remember when Principal Wang's PC scored over 7 million? This beast actually beat that one. Lin Shu was clearly stunned by the score on his screen as well. Taking a deep breath, he composed himself.
Alright guys, stop making wild guesses. I'll just hop onto Delta Force and test it out myself.
Soon, matchmaking succeeded, and he loaded into the game. Lin Shu briefly tested the controls, and everything seemed fine for now. The match started.
Ling Ju began gathering supplies.
Everything was going smoothly. Hey, I just noticed that AG's Kong Sang and Tai Shin are in this match too. They're about to run into each other at the cement factory. There's still a massive gap between a streamer and a pro player. Lin Shu is probably going to get turned into Swiss cheese.
Lin Shu looked at the chat with a scoff.
What's the big deal? It's not like I haven't gone head-to-head with pros before.
If my computer hadn't been holding me back,
I would have taken them down in a 1 versus 2. Here comes the bragging king. This is why I love how stubborn Lin Shu is. The harder he brags now, the harder he's going to get absolutely wrecked later.
Soon, the three of them crossed paths near the cement factory. In their very first encounter, Lin Shu took down Klong Zhang first.
Who's trash now? That play by Lin Shu was insane.
That was incredibly clean. Laying smoke to defend.
His movement and shooting are absolutely flawless. Even Lin Shu himself felt like his play was way smoother than usual. He really felt like he was one with his gun. Holy crap! Mao, add another 100. Haters, start talking.
Let's see who still dares to call our Lin Shu an entertainment streamer. Then Lin Shu pulled off another insane, near-death clutch, completely silencing the haters in his stream once again.
This mind-blowing play instantly drew a crowd of other streamers to watch his broadcast. In an instant, the stream's viewer count broke the 200,000 mark. That is 100,000 more than his previous peak. When they heard that Lin Shu made this play on a dusty, second-hand computer, everyone was in complete disbelief. The game ended, and Lin Shu leaned back in his gaming chair, staring blankly at the screen. That gameplay was so buttery smooth, it felt like eating Dove chocolate.
This computer really made him proud.
Come on, haters, say something. Let's see who still dares to call me an entertainment streamer. This computer is seriously insane. It literally turned me into a god-tier marksman. Spending 100,000 yuan was totally worth it. He really spent his money where it matters most. It looks like those system ratings are actually real.
A 100,000 yuan computer with $1 million performance. Lin Shu hit the jackpot this time.
Do you dare test it on Resident Evil Lullaby? As soon as that comment popped up, the chat went absolutely wild. Resident Evil Lullaby has insanely high requirements for graphics cards. Right now, even the most high-end card on the market can only run it on medium settings. If you test it with the most expensive card on maxed-out graphics and effects, it won't even last 10 minutes before your card is completely fried. It will literally start smoking. I am so curious. I need to see this. The viewers all gasped in shock. This game is a literal graphics card killer. Unable to resist his viewers' constant begging in the chat, and being pretty curious himself, Lin Shu went ahead and downloaded the game. Over 70 gigabytes of game files downloaded in the blink of an eye. The installation process was unbelievably fast and smooth. The progress bars finished in under 3 minutes, leaving the entire chat speechless. This hard drive speed is absolutely top tier.
Lin Shu double-clicked the icon, and as the game loaded, a warning popped up on the screen. This game has extremely high graphics requirements. Please choose medium settings or below.
Ignoring the warning, Lin Shu adjusted the graphics straight to ultimate settings. Once in the game, he found the gameplay ran incredibly smooth and fluid.
There was absolutely no lag in character movements. Lin Shu, just go ahead and max out the graphics.
Holy cow, the computer case fan wasn't even spinning.
Lin Shu finally realized that from the moment he turned it on, the cooling fan had barely even started spinning. This meant the computer had been running on low power the entire time.
It hadn't even reached half of its maximum load. He originally wanted to see where this computer's absolute limit was, but he never expected it wouldn't even break a sweat.
Lin Shu opened the settings again
and cranked the graphics to the absolute max. Starting the timer now. Let's see if this computer can last 10 minutes.
After that, Lin Shu focused entirely on playing the game.
The graphics were indeed mind-blowing. And the glossy texture and fine details on a single coin were crystal clear. And as Lin Shu played, the controls felt incredibly smooth. As the gaming session went on, only half of the cooling fans finally started spinning.
But the computer still handled everything with ease.
While the viewers in the chat were amazed, some of them started acting like experts again.
Just running quests is fine right now.
The load on the graphics card is pretty light, but once the real battle starts, the load on the GPU is going to skyrocket, especially during the zombie siege battle. The frame rate will tank immediately, and the load is going to increase tenfold. If the card is going to burn out, that's exactly where it'll happen.
As the game continued,
The chat was quickly flooded with comments. This is insane! Absolutely insane! 10 minutes of running on max graphics and still absolutely no pressure. Can't wait to see how this computer performs in actual combat. The game went on for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and still no issues at all. The image quality remained stable, and the refresh rate held steady. After running it for an hour, the viewers were completely shell-shocked. Everyone was utterly speechless, and the viewer count had now broken through 400,000. He never expected a single computer would gain him over 300,000 new followers. This gave Lin Shu even more energy to keep playing. Soon, he reached the Zombie Siege chapter. On the screen, a massive dark wave of roaring zombies appeared, rushing from all directions toward the building where the main character was holed up. Suddenly, the refresh rate in the upper left corner of the screen began to drop. Right after that, the game started stuttering. Looks like it's finally hit its limit. It already broke the record. This is enough for Lin Shu to brag about for the next 6 months. This computer is freaking amazing, truly pushing things to the absolute limit. Even Lin Shu thought the computer had finally met its match. Just as I was about to crank the graphics back up to Ultimate, someone in the chat stopped me, shouting, "Wait, don't change it yet!" Even with the frame drops and lagging, the cooling fans still aren't running at full speed. That means the PC hasn't even hit its limit yet. I have a theory. Hey streamer, try swapping out the cable for a DisplayPort cable. Dude, you should probably quit while you're ahead. It's not worth frying the graphics card on a beast of a PC like this. Besides, that guy is just guessing. He doesn't have any proof. Exactly. The guy above me is right. Streamer, don't risk it! Lin Shu hesitated for a few seconds, but decided to have a staff grab a DisplayPort cable anyway. He immediately got up and swapped the cables. The very second he plugged it in, Lin Shu's eyes went wide with shock. This visual quality is absolutely insane. Once the DisplayPort cable was connected, the frame rate in the top left corner locked in at a rock-solid 260 FPS. The graphics quality instantly skyrocketed. Every single creature on screen looked incredibly lifelike, moving with absolute flawless fluidity. Refusing to believe his eyes, Lin Shu zoomed in on the screen. Even the skin textures and tiny peach fuzz on the characters were crystal clear. This resolution is unmatched. Running at max settings in full offense without breaking a sweat? I'm calling Brother Sen the god of PC building. Oh my god. Even running Lullaby at absolute max settings, only half the fans are spinning. We thought the PC was pushed to its absolute limit, but it was literally just warming up. The PC Brother Sen built is light years ahead of the competition. Brother Sen is a literal god. Just then, Lin Shu's phone rang. He answered it immediately. Hey, Brother Wang. I forgot to tell you. We're not suing anymore. What do you mean you're not suing? You already submitted the lawsuit application. Just withdraw it from me right now. Don't ask me why. Let me tell you, Lee Sen is practically my own brother now. It was my own fault for being blind. This computer is worth every single penny and more. I got an absolute steal here. How could I have the face to sue him? After I delivered the PC yesterday, I went straight back to promoting my shop. So I had absolutely no idea what was going on in Lin Shu's livestream. I didn't even realize Lin Shu was trending until noon today. And you helped him gain over 300,000 followers. That live stream basically did a massive promo for my shop too. It's pure profit. I made a total killing. I'm sure the orders will start pouring in now. Order complete. Payment received. Exactly 100,000 yuan. Not a single penny short. Finally, I can upgrade my God-level factory to the ultimate stage. Ding! Congratulations, host. The God-level factory has been upgraded to the ultimate stage. Category 1 civilian technologies have been fully unlocked. This includes, but is not limited to, cars, smartphones, smart home appliances, and civilian helicopters. The corresponding technical knowledge has been successfully implanted into your brain. Upgrading to the advanced factory requires 200 million yuan. This will unlock military-grade tech and weaponry manufacturing. Please continue your hard work. Military manufacturing. Now that's the technology I've been dying to unlock. I mean, what kid didn't dream of building their own fighter jets and tanks? But right now, people only hit me up to build PCs. Every order is only a few thousand yuan, and at most, 10 or 20,000. If I rely on these tiny orders to make 200 million, who knows how many lifetimes that would take? Come on, guys, can we be a little more adventurous? I don't just build computers, you know? If you can drain it, I can build it. As long as the cash is right, we can literally reach for the stars. Wait. Someone actually just placed a 600,000 yuan order? Meanwhile, inside Li Shouyun's livestream, Liu Chaoyun glared at the video of Lin Shu trending on social media. It's a script. This is absolutely staged. This Li Se guy is definitely a shill Lin Shu hired. They're just doing this to boost their views. Oh, so he claims he can build absolutely anything, right? Coincidentally, I've been wanting to get into motorcycles lately. A few 100,000 yuan is just pocket change to me. I'll place a custom motorcycle order right now and see if he actually dares to accept it. We've got your back, Shonya. This Li Slay thing is totally staged. Honestly, it feels like you're just trying to ride Brother Sen's coattails too. Oh, Shoyin.
You're really breaking Brother Sen's heart here.
Hey everyone, look at this. I can't believe it. Brother Sen actually took the order.
Go show them how it's done, Brother Sen. Teach those haters a lesson.
I wonder what kind of mind-blowing surprise Brother Sen has in store for us this time.
But seriously, Brother Sen's taste and style is honestly a little tacky. I mean, Ling Shu's computer case was just straight up hideous. Without a single second of hesitation, I accepted the order.
The client wanted a custom motorcycle. Talk about perfect timing. But then, I saw the client's name in the notes.
Liu Shaoyin? Where have I heard that name before?
Oh, right. She's some big-time online influencer. Word is, her family is filthy rich. She's always live streaming just to flex her wealth.
Well, since she's rolling in cash, she can't blame me for squeezing a little extra profit out of this.
But jokes aside, I'm determined to build a beast that perfectly balances raw speed and rock-solid stability.
Speed is crucial, sure, but staying alive is way more important.
I'm not about to let a freak accident ruin my hard-earned reputation.
That being said, my golden rule of cutting costs wherever possible still stands.
So, I headed back to the scrapyard right next to my house.
I dug up a scrapped DO in 125. Paid a whopping $300 for it, which honestly hurt a bit. Hey, a penny saved is a penny earned. I stepped back inside the god-level factory.
After the recent upgrade, the workspace inside had completely doubled.
It was now packed with tons of state-of-the-art machinery. In no time, I had the motorcycle's chassis fully built. It offered the perfect blend of stability and precision handling, and was designed to be perfectly ergonomic. I spared no effort on the suspension and braking systems either. After all, safety always comes first. Next, I poured my heart into the engine and transmission. Within safe limits, this thing could hit a top speed of 600 kilometers per hour. Of course, I installed the speed governor, capping its daily limit at just 200 kilometers per hour. In less than 15 days, the masterpiece was complete. Thanks to the upgrade, the time dilation inside the god-level factory was now 20-1. In the real world, barely 18 hours had passed. Congratulations, host. You have achieved a perfect score. Reward, 10 million system points. Advanced factory unlocked. Remaining balance, 190 million. Wow. I didn't expect a perfect score would come with an extra bonus. That's one less reward for me. I packed up the motorcycle and sent it off to Liu Shaoyun. As soon as Liu Shaoyun got the motorcycle, she immediately changed her livestream title to "Motorcycle has arrived, unboxing soon." Building a computer in a day is one thing, but building a motorcycle in a day?
What kind of black magic is that?
Brother Sen is still the fastest man alive. I just want to ask, is this motorcycle even legit?
Any experts out there? Care to shed some light?
Speaking from my years of experience,
I'd say this bike is beyond sketchy. On a scale of 1 to 10, the sketchiness is an 11.
when it comes to building PCs, I gotta hand it to Brother Sen. But building a vehicle?
Can Brother Sen really pull it off?
He's not ripping Shoyun off, is he?
I did the math on Brother Sen's PC build from last time.
Aside from the case,
Every single component was handmade by him.
yeah, his PC build was mind-blowing. But the total cost of materials was probably less than $100. Just a wild guess.
Out of Shaoyin's 600,000.
Brother Sen, you must have pocketed at least 500,000 in pure profit.
The guy above me is way too conservative.
Knowing Brother Sen's usual style,
He's walking away with at least 550,000. The viewers flooded the chat with wild guesses. But they still underestimated my skills as a master penny pincher. After all, upgrading my factory cost money.
so I had to steal my heart and pocket 590,000. Liu Qiaoyong watched the comments pour in, wave after wave.
A smirk played on her lips.
This was exactly the kind of drama she wanted for her stream. The crackier this motorcycle is, the better. That'll give me the perfect excuse to completely expose Lisa. And then, the views and clout will just roll right in. With her live stream running, Liu Shaoyun walked up to the wooden shipping crate outside her villa. She quickly tore open the packaging in no time. Even though she had braced herself, the moment she saw the actual motorcycle, her eyes still twitched violently. Lee Sin, you're not even freaking pretending anymore, are you? The least you could have done was make the outside look decent. Where is the cool paint job?
Is this literally just bare metal?
I can literally see the scratch marks from the steel wool. Come on. Oh, you are seriously doing me an injustice here. Put so much heart into fixing up the exterior. I literally wiped away every single speck of rust on that metal frame with my own hands, okay? If you wanted a fresh coat of paint, I could have done that too. But of course, that would have been an extra charge. Lee Sen, you absolute scumbag of a scammer.
Even though it looks pretty ugly,
It's actually surprisingly comfortable to ride. Where's the gas, Lee Sen? You absolute fraud. I just spent 600,000 yuan on this, and you couldn't even fill up the tank for me? Liu Shaoying kept cursing under her breath as she pushed the heavy motorcycle toward a gas station near the alley. Li Shen, just you wait until I test how this bike actually runs. If you actually rip me off, I'll have my Uncle Lee throw your scamming self straight into jail.
Liu Xiaoyun was so consumed with rage
She didn't even notice her live stream viewers jumping from over 20,000 straight to 50,000, and the numbers were still climbing. The new viewers joining the stream were completely baffled. But once the old fans filled them in, everyone instantly lost it. The chat exploded with comments. Xiaoyun is totally losing her mind. Forgive me, but I'm laughing so hard I'm literally snorting.
Xiaoyun still doesn't know Brother Sen at all.
That man is the ultimate cheapskate. Getting him to spend a single dime is mission impossible. Brother Sen is truly the king of scammers. He wouldn't even paint the bike, and she actually expected him to fill up the tank?
Saiwon seriously underestimated how shameless Brother Sen can be.
Looks like our guess of Brother Sen ripping Xiaoyun off for 550,000 yuan was way too conservative. It's at least 570,000. After begrudgingly paying for the gas, Liu Xiaoyun finally hopped onto the motorcycle. She put on her helmet and turned the key. Instantly, the engine let out a deep, powerful roar. Although she had ridden motorcycles before, she was still just an amateur, cruising at 70 kilometers per hour. She stopped after riding for about 3 kilometers.
Liu Xiaoyun took off her helmet and stretched her arms.
Clutching her helmet, she leaned back against the motorcycle. In front of her stood a newly built high-speed railway station.
When she glanced down at her viewer count,
it was at 60,000. Normally, she only got around 20,000 viewers max. Was it really because of this piece of trash bike from Lisa? Well, since it's bringing in so many new followers, I guess I'll let you off the hook this time. Just as Liu Xiaoyun was giggling to himself, young man rushed up to Liu Xiaoyun, looking incredibly anxious. Miss, can I please borrow your bike? It's a matter of absolute urgency. I'm begging you. I'm really sorry. This bike is still in the testing phase, so it's really not safe or convenient to lend it out. Zhao Yu realized he was being way too forward, so he immediately pointed toward the high-speed rail station behind him and let out a heavy, painful sigh. Then, he pulled a diamond ring out of his pocket. It's all my fault. I was always so focused on my career. My girlfriend of 8 years. Her family didn't approve of us, and they made her go back home to marry a man 10 years older than her. She told me, if I can catch up to her high-speed train, she'll give us another chance. So please, miss, I'm begging you, let me borrow your bike. I can't lose her. I promise you. If anything happens to the bike, I will sell everything I own to pay you back. Chasing a high-speed train on a motorcycle? Are you insane? Do you have any idea how fast those trains go? Over 300 kilometers an hour. Even if the bike could keep up, at that speed, hitting on a single tiny pebble would make you lose complete control. You'll end up in a horrific crash. Best case scenario, you're crippled for life. Worst case, you're dead. I know, miss. I understand all of that, but I have to try. If I let her go now, she's gone forever. I don't want to live with that regret. Liu Xiaoyun was suddenly reminded of her own ex-boyfriend. If only she had been that brave back then, her kid would probably be running around by now. With that thought, Liu Xiaoyun handed the keys to Zhao Yu. Go get her! You can do this!
Zhao Yu took the keys
and nodded solemnly. Just at that moment, a high-speed train roared past in the distance. Thank you! She's on that very train! I have to catch up to her right now. Zhao Yu hurriedly hopped onto the bike. What the... Is this really the same bike I was just riding? By her estimation, train had to be going at least 270 or 80 kilometers an hour, if not 300. Yet Zhao Yu, riding her motorcycle, was actually closing the gap between them at a speed visible to the naked eye. Because Zhao Yu left in such a rush, Liu Xiaoyun didn't even have time to turn off the phone that was live streaming on the motorcycle. Meanwhile, the live stream chat has completely exploded. Am I seeing things? Is he chasing a bullet train on a motorcycle? The point isn't that he's chasing it. It's that he's actually catching up. Haven't you guys noticed? The distance between the bike and the high-speed train is closing fast. Look at the dashboard! The needle is pushing 400! If you convert that, it's a whopping 600 kilometers per hour. Brother Sen, I bow down to you. I had no idea you were not only a genius at building computers, but also so insanely good at building motorcycles. I've been riding for years, and this is the first time I've ever seen a motorcycle go 600 kilometers per hour. It easily rivals a Formula 1 car. I'm just a little worried though. At that speed, even a pebble the size of a thumb could cause a fatal crash. As the motorcycle edges closer to the high-speed train, many passengers inside the carriage spot the incredible scene. Every single one of them has a look of utter disbelief. They whip out their phones, eager to record the moment. As the video starts going viral online, Liu Xiaoyun's live stream starts exploding with a massive influx of viewers. Everyone is dying to know why this guy is risking his life to chase a high-speed train on a motorcycle. Is he completely out of his mind? Inside the carriage, the passengers are buzzing with speculation over Zhao Yu's reckless stunt. Sitting in the middle of the carriage, a beautiful short-haired woman hears the commotion and looks out the window. Suddenly, her eyes widen. Zhao Yu? How could it be him? Then, everyone in the carriage gasps in shock. Zhao Yu has actually overtaken the high-speed train on his motorcycle. Nu Saitong clenches her hands together. her heart racing. She desperately wants to be with Zhao Yu, which she wants him to be safe more than anything. Look everyone, up ahead. Li Xiaotong stares out the window, terrified. She sees the motorcycle, which has already overtaken the train, parked just a short distance ahead, and there is Zhao Yu, down on one knee. In his hand, he is holding up a sparkling ring. Everyone in the carriage gasps. Oh my god. He chased a high-speed train just to propose to a girl on board. That girl is the luckiest woman alive. Watching the man kneeling in the distance, Li Xiaotong can no longer hold back her tears as they stream down her face. Meanwhile, waiting back at the station, Liu Xiaoyun has absolutely no idea what just happened. She paces back and forth anxiously. She is worried about her motorcycle, but she is infinitely more worried about Zhao Yu. He shot out of here so fast. It was absolute madness. Lu Qiang prayed silently in her heart. Please, man, I'm begging you. I don't care if the bike gets wrecked, but please don't get hurt. I really don't want to get dragged into a lawsuit with you. Just then, a roaring engine could be heard rapidly approaching from the distance.
王贵秀于扫脚于人屯遂分葬，徐氏的腹中和岁岁撒个。Hey,
Don't be sad, even if you didn't catch the bullet train. At least you did your best. Even if you couldn't make her stay, at least you have no regrets. Hearing this, Zhao Yu was stunned for a second. Miss, I think you've got it all wrong. I actually made it. It's all thanks to your bike. Hearing Zhao Yu's words, Lu Qiang instantly froze on the spot. What? Did you just say you caught up? I didn't hear you wrong, did I? Zhao Yu nodded. I know I look like just a miserable 9-to-5 worker right now, but I actually used to be in the racing scene. At first, I really just wanted to give it a shot with no regrets, so I twisted the throttle all the way down. But soon, I noticed I was getting closer and closer to the bullet train. At first, I even thought the train had slowed down. But when I looked down at the speedometer, I realized your bike had actually topped out at over 600 kilometers per hour. This is absolutely mind-blowing. In all my years in the scene, this bike is hands down the most incredible machine I've ever seen. No way. Over 600 kilometers per hour? This bike actually caught up to a high-speed train? Chateau already texted me. She's waiting for me at the next station. I need to hurry up and buy a ticket to go after her. Right now. Thanks to this beast of a bike. And to you, beautiful. Thank you. After thanking her, Zhao Yu ran toward the train station. In a great mood, Li Xiaoyun hopped back onto her bike. Only when she looked at her phone did she remember she was still live streaming. She quickly checked her live room. After all, she had just managed to reach 60,000 followers moments ago. But when she saw the viewer count, she was completely dumbfounded. The number of viewers in her room had shockingly reached 150,000. The viewer count had more than doubled. The chat was flooded with comments, and everyone was talking about her bike. This left her absolutely stunned. What does 600 kilometers per hour even mean? When I drive at over 140, I already feel like I'm flying. If you just added a pair of wings, would you literally take off? Anything built by Brother Sen is guaranteed to be absolute gold. I've handled so many vehicles, but I've never seen anything this insanely overpowered. This is literally my dream machine. 600 kilometers per hour clearly isn't even its full potential. At this speed, forget about chasing a bullet train. It could probably catch up to an airplane. You guys are only focusing on how fast this bike is. Has no one noticed its insane stability? At 600 kilometers an hour, this thing didn't even wobble. And that road he just took. Sure, there were no cars, but it was covered in gravel. Yet, there wasn't even a single slip or loss of control. I can only say the handling on this beast is absolutely legendary. I'm in the biking community, and believe me, I'm not exaggerating. This performance absolutely crushes the legendary Kawasaki Hey 2R. It's a rider's dream bike, the ultimate ride, a literal land rocket. A top-tier spec like this has to cost at least 1 million. I can't believe the bike Brother Sen got for me is this terrifyingly powerful. What made it even more shocking was a Kawasaki running at its top speed of 400 kilometers an hour for just 5 minutes would blow its engine. Yet her bike was cruising at 600 kilometers an hour with absolutely no issues at all. Just what kind of monster had she gotten her hands on? It turned out she had completely misjudged Li San.
Liu Xiaoyun was in an incredibly good mood the entire way.
Totally forgetting how she had planned to mess with Li San in the first place. Now, in her eyes, the only reason Brother Sen didn't fill up the tank,
Or even paint the bike.
was because he must have blown the entire budget on performance and handling. From now on, Brother Sen is my absolute hero. Don't any of you dare say a single bad word about him. Alright, that's it for today's live stream.
Just as Lu Xiaoyun was in high spirits,
Saying goodbye to her viewers, there was a sudden screeching sound of brakes. Everyone in the live stream watched as Liu Xiaoyun and her bike crashed onto the side of the road. Right across from her, a BMW 740 had come to a halt. A man wearing a luxury suit and gold-rimmed glasses stepped out of the car, talking on his phone. He bowed and scraped as he spoke. Mr. David, I am so sorry. I ran into a minor situation here, but
Don't worry, I'll be at the high-speed rail station in 3 minutes.
I definitely won't delay your trip.
he respectfully hung up the phone. completely ignoring Liu Xiaoyun lying on the ground. Instead, he anxiously walked around his BMW, checking for damage. Then, he glared at Liu Xiaoyun on the ground with disgust. How the hell do you drive? Do you have any idea I just got this car? I'm in a hurry right now. Pay up for the damage, and we'll call it even. Are you kidding me? You're the one who suddenly cut me off and hit me first. Look, my motorcycle is completely bent out of shape. If the bike's frame hadn't absorbed most of the impact, I wouldn't have gotten off with just a few scratches. And now you have the nerve to demand compensation from me? I look down on bike girls like you the most. All you know how to do is post suggestive trash on live streams for attention. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm the regional sales VP for Kawasaki Wachi. Right now, I am rushing to pick up David, our central and national regional director. This is my golden ticket to a promotion. I don't have time to waste on a nobody like you. Besides, not a single part on this bike of yours is even street legal. It's an illegally assembled, non-compliant piece of junk. You could go to jail for this, you know that? So what? This is my favorite motorcycle. You have absolutely no right to talk trash about it. Besides, you're the one who ran into me, and now you're trying to play the victim? You must apologize to me today. Otherwise, don't even think about leaving. Mr. David, please, just give me a few more minutes. What? Director Lee already picked you up? No, wait. Mr. David hangs up the phone.
Woody's sycophantic smile instantly freezes on his face.
His expression twists into a hideous, furious scowl. His eyes fill with tears of sheer rage. His knuckles turn white as he squeezes his phone. His entire body begins to tremble with anger. He glares viciously at Li Xiaoyun. You miserable jinx. You just ruined my only shot at a promotion.
And you actually expect me to pay for this piece of junk?
Hey you. In your dreams, I'm going to smash this worthless trash to pieces today. Stop! Don't you dare touch my bike. Liu Xiaoyun is shoved violently to the ground. She can only watch helplessly as the brick in his hand swings down. Suddenly, a powerful voice commands, "Stop!" A luxury business van screeches to a halt. Right next to them, two muscular bodyguards in shop suits step out, exporting a powerful-looking middle-aged man. The bodyguards immediately shove Liu Jie to the ground. Furious, Wu Du struggles to his feet, intending to demand an explanation.
Number David?
How are you here?
An obsequious smile instantly plasters across his face.
He hunches over and eagerly steps forward to kiss up to him, but the middle-aged man completely ignores him and rushes straight over to Liu Xiaoyun's motorcycle. She looks absolutely heartbroken. Oh my god. This gorgeous machine was actually wrecked like this? Oh, my esteemed young lady. I am David, the general manager of Kawasaki Group's China division. Half an hour ago, we managed to get in touch with Mr. Lee Sam. We learned from him that the motorcycle online, the one exceeding 600 kilometers per hour, actually belongs to you. Now, on behalf of Kawasaki Group, I am officially making a request. We hope you would consider selling this motorcycle to us. Of course, please, name your price. No matter the cost, we are determined to acquire it. Guys, look what I just found. Xiaoyun is shaking hands with a middle-aged man. That man is David, the general manager of Kawasaki China. I've seen him before in a motorcycle magazine. Could he have some ulterior motives toward Xiaoyun? No way. David must have come for Xiaoyun's motorcycle. I can't believe the bike built by Brother Sen actually got the attention of Kawasaki's big boss. Brother Sen has reached legendary status once again. He is officially the absolute greatest. Nu Xiaoyun stood frozen in place, completely stunned. Her brain went completely blank. She simply couldn't bring herself to be. Leave that Kawasaki Group. The king of the motorcycle world would actually seek her out one day. Seeing Tu Xiaoyun frozen in a daze, David turned to look at Wu Du standing nearby. Wude, do you have any idea why I came all this way? It was solely for this young lady and her motorcycle. How dare you commit such a despicable act against my most distinguished guest and her motorcycle? You are not fit to be an employee of Kawasaki. You are fired, effective immediately. Puja froze instantly, paralyzed on the spot. He stared at Xiaoyun in utter disbelief and collapsed onto the ground, as if all his strength had suddenly been drained. It was vacant and lifeless. Mr. David, I'm sure there's been some kind of misunderstanding. This woman is just a streamer. Not a single part on this jump bike of hers has a proper serial number. It's nothing but an illegal modification. And just look at it. It's clearly a piece of junk that's passed through who knows how many hands. So what if I bumped into it a little? I'll pay for the damages. Is 100,000 enough? Are you freaking blind? Do you have any idea that this motorcycle is the most perfect machine in the entire world? It is literally a gift from God to us mere mortals. Do you have any idea that every single part on this bike is a groundbreaking, innovative design by Mr. Lee Sen? Every single one of them is light years ahead of our current technology. 100,000? Even 1 billion. No, 10 billion wouldn't even buy you one of its tires. Miss Liu, I am incredibly sorry. Our employee here at Kawasaki has caused you immense trouble. Please rest assured, our entire corporate legal department is ready to represent you and sue this bastard to the ground. Not only that, We are also going to sue him for patent infringement and destruction. The incredible stability of this motorcycle is highly likely directly linked to its frame and chassis design. We will absolutely make sure you get the justice you deserve. Hearing David's words, Dudo's eyes went completely blank. He was still reeling from the massive shock. All he did was make a quick phone call while driving. Who could have known he would trigger such an absolute catastrophe? His entire life was completely over. Meanwhile, Yu Shoyan finally managed to snap out of her daze. She never could have imagined that the world-renowned Kawasaki Group would treat her with such immense respect. All because of a single motorcycle. They almost seemed eager to please her. And the reason behind it? It was because Lee Sen's engineering and manufacturing skills were just mind-blowingly incredible. He truly is the man of her dreams. With that in mind, she turned to David and said,
Thank you so much for your enthusiasm, sir.
"But please forgive me. I cannot sell this motorcycle to your company. This is a priceless gift from Sen, and it means the world to me.
I want to cherish and keep it forever.
If you'd like one, you can place an order directly at Sen's shop and have him build one just for you." Actually, we have already approached Mr. Lee Sen, but he only sells his finished products, and there is no room for negotiation on that. However, he did give us permission to study the motorcycle, provided we pay him some patent licensing fees. That is why we wanted to acquire your motorcycle. But since you have no intention of selling it, would you be willing to lend it to us for research? Just 5 days. Oh no, 3 days would be plenty. We promise to return it to you in absolutely pristine condition after 3 days. Of course, we will pay you a very generous rental fee.
Yes.
He didn't care at all, even when a giant like Kawasaki extended an olive branch.
Brother Sen is a true craftsman through and through.
六窍勇，我是这个豹的口子冒你上，很好。
But she discovered that the orders had already piled up for the next 10 years. And after these 2 incidents, my promotional live stream suddenly attracted over 3 million followers. The popularity of the live stream was still skyrocketing. The single highest order had already exceeded 10 million yuan. That order came from none other than the Kawasaki Group. And all the other multi-million yuan orders were placed by major motorcycle manufacturers too. They all wanted to buy a motorcycle I built to study my technology. However, I didn't accept a single order. The live stream went dead silent, and I didn't post any updates. The fanatical motorcycle enthusiasts simply couldn't wait any longer. They all swarmed the Kawasaki Group's official website to leave comments. After all, they were currently the only ones who owned one of Lee Sen's motorcycles. If they could master my technology, then everyone might be able to get their hands on a motorcycle that goes 600 kilometers per hour.
Kawasaki, have you guys figured out Brother Sen's motorcycle yet?
I've already got my damn money ready. Some netizens even left comments directly in the official live stream. If you guys can't handle it, hand over the bike.
Chrysler, it's up to you now.
Even several major motorcycle manufacturers started putting pressure on Kawasaki. Facing such intense pressure, Kawasaki's official website quickly issued a response, but their statement sounded a bit helpless. To all our fans and friends, we are very sorry. After conducting a comprehensive inspection of the motorcycle built by Mr. Lee Sen, we found that the technology Mr. Lee Sen used is far too advanced. We are currently unable to make any breakthroughs. We estimate it will take at least 10 years. Furthermore, through testing, we discovered that the materials Mr. Lee Sen used for the motorcycle were not the optimal choices. It seems he was deliberately cutting costs. We believe that if this motorcycle were built entirely with top-tier materials, its speed would easily exceed 700 kilometers per hour. We believe Mr. Lee Sen will undoubtedly lead the motorcycle industry into a new era. Once Kawasaki Group's announcement was released, it caused a massive uproar. Everyone was shocked into silence. The major motorcycle manufacturers all fell dead silent. This was a total, one-sided obliteration. While they were still smug about breaking the top speed of 480 kilometers per hour, Lee Sen had completely revolutionized the entire industry. Brother Sen isn't just building motorcycles. This is literally an airplane without wings. Even the world's top motorcycle manufacturer gave Brother Sen such a high evaluation. Brother Sen is simply a god. No wonder Sen dared to let them tear it apart and study it however they wanted. Turns out he knew all along they wouldn't figure out a single thing. Wait, am I the only one focusing on how blatantly he skimped on materials? Sen really is as much of a greedy businessman as ever. You can always trust Sen's skills, but absolutely never underestimate his ability to cut corners and save a buck. Honestly, I just want to know exactly how much Sen made on this order. Along with the announcement from the Kawasaki Group, comments were refreshing like crazy. My shop shot straight to the top of the trending list once again, and orders for my shop started skyrocketing again. Even customers who didn't care about motorcycles started letting their imaginations run wild, bombarding me with all sorts of bizarre orders. But I still didn't rush to accept any of them. Instead, I found a dedicated warehouse on the outskirts of the city. It even moved some of the machinery from the God-level factory into it. This was after I completed the Yusochon's order, a newly unlocked feature of my God-level factory. The only catch was that materializing the equipment required paying a delivery fee, but some money just has to be spent. After all, With the massive exposure from Lin Shu and Liu Xiaoyun, the attention I was getting online was at an all-time high. With fame comes trouble. It wouldn't be long before someone tracked down my location. If they found out my workshop was just an empty shell, it would cause a lot of unnecessary trouble. After the transfer, the factory floor actually looked quite legitimate, and most of the money I made from those 2 orders was already gone. Looking at my account balance, which was down to just 4 figures, I felt like crying. But I had no choice. To upgrade the factory, I had to keep taking orders. So I sat back down in front of my computer and checked the orders in the system. But looking at the comments under the orders, my lip couldn't help but twitch violently. There were plenty of comments praising me as a tech god, which felt pretty good. There were also some complaining that I was dragging my feet, but I didn't care about that. What I couldn't stand was people calling me a shady, unscrupulous businessman, warning me that if I dared to cut corners, they'd send me razor blades in the mail. I just smiled, completely unfazed. After all, the system forced my hand. I had no choice. They only guessed that I made money anyway.
But they definitely have no idea exactly how much.
At least I have that much confidence. Calculating this month's accounts. Estimate date to be published on the store's homepage in 5 days. This feature is designed to urge the host to operate with integrity. System, are you out of your mind? I'm busting my butt making money for you, and you turn around and backstab me? It's not like I'm a publicly traded company. Why the hell do I need to publish a financial report? Fire practically spit from my eyes, and my teeth ground together. Are you trying to get me killed? Are you that bread netizens won't send me death threats? If they see my public accounts, calling me a scammer will be the least of my worries. After the notification chimed, the system went completely silent. Forget it. Arguing with a system is just a waste of breath. I went back to staring at the store's backend. The only silver lining was that the order amounts had shot up significantly. But when I saw the latest order, my heart skipped a major beat. A $50 million order! My eyes lit up. Opening the order, my breath hitched. The customer who placed the order was actually Musk. The $50 million was just the deposit. The total value of the order was $200 million. This is more than enough to upgrade the factory. How about perfect timing? I accepted the order right away. Hesitating for even a second would be a loss. After reviewing the order details, building a rocket actually sounded like a decent challenge. When the netizens saw that I took the order, they went wild again. Holy crap! It's actually Musk, the rocket guy. Who knew Brosan's reputation would cross the ocean so quickly? So Musk can't develop rockets on his own anymore, and had to ask Brosan for help? A $200 million order? Talk about deep pockets. Is Brosan retiring after this? He's set for life. Brosan is going to make an absolute fortune this time. Out of $200 million, he'll pocket at least $180 million. And Brosan, though, don't sell products, not the technology. Musk is really getting desperate here. Has no one realized that rocket technology is on a whole different level compared to motorcycles and computers? The level of expertise required is insane. Can Brosan really pull it off? Haven't you guys had enough of getting your faces slapped? You said the exact same thing when he built the motorcycle. And did all your doubt make a difference? Let's just go straight to Musk's account and check it out. Countless netizens are swarming Musk's social media page, leaving a flood of comments. Inside Musk's office, he stares at his social media account in absolute shock. He never expected that simply placing an order with Brother Sen would net him millions of new followers. The sheer scale of it blows him away. But the shouting match erupting right in front of him brings back his frown. And it's all because he made the executive decision to place this order entirely on his own, without ever getting the board's approval. Mr. Musk, you have to give us an explanation for this. Look, I admit Lee Sen is a genius at building motorcycles, but rockets and motorcycles are two completely different beasts. We have poured tens of thousands of people and tens of billions of dollars into research, and we still haven't succeeded. And you? You just hand over $200 million to some backyard workshop? This is absolute madness. Mr. Musk, you can't just run this company on your personal whims. This conglomerate does not belong to you alone. You clearly have zero respect for us board members. I'm seriously starting to wonder if you've been in the chairman's seat so long that your brain has turned to mush. Maybe it's time for you to step down. The other board members remain silent, but they are clearly in agreement with Smith. After all, to the outside world, Musk is the supreme leader of the conglomerate. But ever since he announced his rocket building project, every penny of the company's funds has been drained into this bottomless black hole. Resentment has been building up for a long time. And now, Smith's faction wants to use this golden opportunity to kick Musk out of the company once and for all. Back in the office, Musk snaps, I spend my own money. Since when do I need to report my personal spending to the board? Smith stiffens for a second, then sneers. Mr. Musk, spending your own money is obviously your right, but did you even stop to think about the massive blow your reckless stunt would deal to this company? Your order to Lee Sen has triggered a massive storm online. A multi-billion-dollar public corporation placing an order with a backyard workshop. Our investors are losing their minds, questioning the entire conglomerate. Within 10 minutes, our stock price crashed to its daily limit. Understanding, if we let this spiral out of control, the entire empire will crumble into ruins. You must step forward right now.
Cancel that order with Lee Sen.
Admit your mistake.
And issue a public apology to the world.
Smith puts on such a display of righteous indignation that it almost makes him look like a loyal protector of the company.
But Musk merely scoffs.
Smith, your little scheme is way too obvious.
If you actually cared about this conglomerate, you'd be blaming the incompetent fools who failed the rocket launches. After all, the rocket program was your responsibility.
You haven't produced a single result in years. Did you think that wouldn't affect the stock price? Aren't you just making a fool of yourself right now?
Musk's face is cold as ice.
He stared straight at Smith, as if trying to peer right through his soul.
The board members knew this look all too well. It was the face mask made only when facing a mortal enemy.
He was dead serious about destroying Smith this time.
Under that icy glare, Smith felt a sudden shiver run down his spine.
But he forced himself to take a deep breath, struggling to keep his composure.
Masking his panic with a sneer, he finally spoke. Well, President Musk, since you've laid all your cards on the table, I won't beat around the bush either. Do you have the guts to sign a wager with me?
Within 1 month,
If the rocket we build fails to launch successfully,
I will step down as the head of the entire rocket project.
But if I succeed, you will resign as chairman of the board and get the hell out of this company.
since we're making a bet, let's make it a fair one. In 1 month, your rocket and the one I commissioned Ethan to build will launch at the same time.
We'll see who actually comes out on top.
If I lose, not only will I leave this company, I will transfer every single penny of my personal wealth to you. But if you lose, I want you kicked out of this company with absolutely nothing. Every eye in the boardroom instantly snapped to Musk. They were absolutely stunned. No one expected him to actually accept Smith's insane wager. After all, Smith had been running the rocket project for years. He held all the advantages: the data, the resources, and the funding. Yet Musk was willing to bet $200 million and a tiny, obscure workshop against him. It was like throwing an egg against a solid stone wall. The directors exchanged nervous glances. Musk had clearly lost his mind. But then again, no matter who won or lost this battle, the company would profit either way. Best of luck, President Musk, Smith sneered. I'd hate for my opponent to be too weak to put up a fight. Don't you worry. Once this company is in my hands, I will make it grander and more powerful than ever. With those parting words, Smith turned and swept out of the room with his loyal directors. Musk stood up and walked over to the floor-ceiling window, gazing down at the bustling city below. Will he lose? Ethan, you'd better not let me down. Meanwhile, the moment I accepted the order, I immediately entered my god-tier manufacturing plant. Even though the internet knew Musk wanted me to build a rocket, none of them there knew the actual, insane specifications. Building a rocket from scratch and launching it successfully within just 1 month would be an absolute impossibility for anyone else. But for me, it's just another walk in the park. Next up was buying the materials I needed. After finishing that motorcycle order, the system unlocked the shop feature. I could shop directly from it, but my golden rule of saving money whenever possible could never change. I spent just $1 to order a 1-meter diameter water pipe to use as the rocket's main body. As for the engine, I used a mini intake from a scrapped car. And for fuel, I went with gunpowder from fireworks. Of course, I had to mix in other ingredients as well, blending them according to the formula provided by the system. Once the materials were ready, I calculated the cost. $5,080,000. It was slightly over my budget of $5 million. A bit of a shame. But thankfully, it was enough to upgrade my god-tier factory to the advanced stage. After all, what man could ever resist the temptation of building planes and tanks? I had to speed things up to unlock that advanced stage as soon as possible. And so, I poured my entire heart and soul into building the rocket. While I was burying my head in research day and night, the outside world had already blown up with excitement. All because of a sudden announcement from the Masco Group. They would be conducting a test flight of their latest generation rocket in 1 month. This time, they were going to witness a miracle. Instantly, the hype surrounding the Masco Group skyrocketed and stayed at the top. Fans flooded the comments. I can't believe Brother Sen actually built a rocket. And in just 1 month. This is absolutely mind-blowing. Brother Sen can do anything. Building a rocket is a piece of cake for him. As long as the funding is there, he could even build you a spaceship. But what nobody expected was that the Masco Group was about to embarrass themselves. Slapped in the face by their own team. Inside the rocket launch site, Rocket stood quietly on the launch pad. But inside the control room, Smith slammed a file onto the console in a fit of rage. With only 10 minutes left before the launch. You're telling me now that the data is wrong? That we can't launch? Are you kidding me? Smith grabbed the person in charge, who was wearing a white lab coat, by the collar. Do you have any idea that this is being broadcast live to the entire world right now? If we call off this launch, our group will become the laughingstock of the whole world. I don't care what you have to do. That rocket has to launch right on schedule. Smith shoved the manager away in anger and stormed out of the room. Jula! Unexpectedly, he ran right into Mr. Ma in the hallway. Well, CEO Ma, I didn't expect you to have the spare time to come and watch my launch. Where's your partner?
I don't see them around.
Did you come here to admit defeat? I suggest you start worrying about yourself instead. After all, finding a data error just 10 minutes before launch means the entire world is going to watch your rocket blow up mid-air.
But hey, maybe you're already used to it by now.
After all, it's not like this is your first time.
So what? At least I still have a rocket.
While you're standing there completely empty-handed. Haha, I seriously don't know where you get the nerve to stand here and provoke me.
Mask didn't bother replying anymore. Instead, he just had him banned for entering the launch labs. They're wearing a confident look on my face. After all, a day ago, I had already contacted Mask.
I told him the rocket was ready. An excited Mask immediately flew over that very day to check out my product. But the moment he laid eyes on the rocket I built, he was completely dumbfounded. Was this even a rocket? It was literally a giant water pipe brought to life. The entire exterior was covered in bright red rust.
Up close, you could even see messy welding patches. Mask couldn't sit still anymore.
But the moment I showed him the video of the successful launch,
He slowly began to accept the reality that this monstrosity actually was a rocket.
Mask immediately ordered the rocket to be shipped back to the launch site overnight. Soon, the highly anticipated launch day arrived. When the crowd saw the beautifully crafted rocket sitting on the launch pad, the internet went absolutely wild. Wait, did that greedy cheapskate actually change his ways? He's finally willing to spend some real money? This doesn't feel right. Is this really the Brother Sen I know? I can't believe he actually built a rocket. Brother Sen is absolutely unstoppable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Mask on another failed launch. Better luck next time. How could my Brother Sen fail? This is fake. It must be fake. Brother Sen has fallen from grace. After all, Mask's entire conglomerate couldn't build a rocket. So how could Brother Sen do it all by himself?
Even if he can only build bikes, that's already enough to make Brother Sen a legend.
Facing everyone's doubts, Mask stepped in front of the live camera. There wasn't a single trace of disappointment or defeat on his face. Instead, he still looked completely confident. My friends, unfortunately, our company's self-developed rocket has failed once again. However, the rocket built in collaboration with Mr. Lee Sen is about to arrive at the launch site for a test run. Before Mask could even finish, the live feed switched. In the distance, a heavy-duty truck could be seen waiting,
Carrying what was clearly another rocket. Brother Sen really never disappoints.
building a rocket out of water pipes. Only he could come up with something like that. No mistake. This is definitely my Brother Sen's handiwork.
But seriously, is this rocket even legit?
Can't that cheapskate at least make it look a bit decent? Is Mask going to pass out on the spot when he sees this thing? Out of that $200 million, Brother Sen probably pocketed $180 million.
When the board of directors saw what the rocket actually looked like, they were completely dumbfounded.
Has Musk completely given up? You call this water pipe a rocket? As for Smith, he was clutching his stomach, laughing his head off. Ha ha, ha ha ha. You actually call this thing a rocket? $200 million. And we got this piece of junk? At least my rocket can actually take off. Can this piece of garment of yours even fly? The winner has already been decided.
You might as well just announce your resignation to the live stream right now. The bet is over. In that split second, Musk's heart sank. Not only had he been scammed out of $200 million,
He was also about to lose the bet. That shady merchant is so unreliable. How could he only care about swindling money at a critical moment like this? This is absolutely infuriating. Don't forget, you all had the exact same look on your faces when we built the motorcycle. Does your face not hurt from getting slapped yet? Looking at the live stream chat, Musk composed himself. Even though he looked calm and collected on the outside, he was actually more nervous than anyone. With a dramatic wave of his hand, he ordered, "Initiate launch countdown."
the countdown reached 0.
Suddenly, roaring crimson flames erupted from the base of the makeshift water pipe rocket. Immediately after, the rocket shot straight into the sky, and it was picking up speed by the second.
Sharp-eyed viewers in the chat immediately gasped in shock.
Mach speed is absolutely insane. Oh my god. This is freaking mind-blowing. I'm completely speechless. Listen up, kids. Let me ask you just one thing. Does your face hurt from getting slapped now? He actually built a rocket? I seriously can't think of anything in this world that this guy can't build. Watching the rocket soar into the sky, the directors could no longer sit still. To think that relying on Lee Sen-ong,
They actually built a rocket.
and it only cost $200 million. Tens of thousands of researchers, and tens of billions of dollars in funding.
Yet they couldn't even match one single man.
How is this even possible? How could a piece of junk like that actually launch successfully? I actually lost to a rusty old water pipe. It's over. It's all over.
Lee San, you really didn't let me down.
Once again, the entire internet is losing its mind over the product I made. But me? I didn't even bother checking. As soon as the order completed notification rang out, along with the sweet sound of funds hitting my account.
I couldn't wait to head over to my god-level factory.
Finally, I can upgrade to an advanced factory. Just then, the system chimed in my ear. God-level manufacturing factory. Current level, intermediate. Upgrade cost to advanced factory, 190 million. Current account balance, 195,020,000. Upgrade requirements met. Would you like to upgrade now? Without a moment's hesitation, I tapped confirm. This day has finally come. Immediately after, the entire interior of the factory began to rumble. The space inside was expanding at a pace visible to the naked eye. Advanced instruments materialized one after another. The system's voice rang out once again. Congratulations, host. Your god-level factory has been upgraded to advanced. Advanced military technology has been unlocked. The time dilation ratio with the outside world has been increased to 100 to 1. Even though this time dilation ratio was incredibly exciting, what I cared about even more were the new items unlocked in the system shop. I couldn't wait to open the system shop. Fighter jets, tanks, and aircraft carriers. This is absolutely epic. Before I could even recover from my excitement, the phone in my pocket rang. I pulled it out and answered. A powerful commanding voice came from the other end. Hello, and I am the Commander-in-Chief of Vantia. I'd like to ask you to build an aircraft carrier for us, with a budget of 5 billion.
I wonder if you'd be interested.
Since it's to serve my country, it is absolutely my duty. But do you mind if I make a little extra for my trouble? Just a tiny bit.